everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda. In today's video, we are going to be planting another elderberry. I got an elderberry that's going to be a pollinator for the elderberry that Diva Jones sent to me. So I'm excited about having a pollinator because that is the way that you're going to be able to get fruit on your elderberries. And you may hear some noise in the background because Ricky and Caleb are building a rabbit hutch because we have rabbits on the homestead. Y'all, we got some rabbits on the homestead. Y'all, I am so excited about having rabbits on the homestead because rabbits are a good source of fertilizer. The rabbit manure can be used instantly on your garden, whereas the other manures have to be composted before they can go on your garden. But the rabbit manure, as soon as it comes out, you can take it and put it on your garden. And I mean, they constantly make fertilizer. This is one way if you want to make your own fertilizer, become more sustainable in your garden, on your homestead. Rabbits are a good way to do it. Once the lettuce go to seed in the garden, just bring it over and give it to your rabbits and also to your chickens. Okay, so I already dug a hole. I'm gonna go ahead and add some of my amendments to this hole, and then we're gonna check out this elderberry. Now I got one that I saw had a good firm cutting, so hopefully it has some good roots on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out, and this is sawdust that is on here. They have wrapped it in here, and I'm just gonna remove the sawdust so that we can find these roots. Okay, so this is what it is looking like. It does have some roots on here. I could take this and just sit it in some water. I could take it, I could put it in a pot, but I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna stick it in this hole and pack in some soil around it and keep it watered. And we're gonna hope that this go ahead and get some leaves on it so it can start pollinating my plant. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it and drop it into this hole and start filling in some soil around it. Y'all, this was all I saw at the store, because if I had saw one that had some soil and in a pot, I would have gotten that. Something that has more roots, that has got more established. But we're gonna go ahead and try to do our best to establish this because this cutting looks pretty good, I'm gonna give this plant the benefit of the doubt and plant it. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of pack it in with my, okay, I'm going to kind of pack the soil in around it. And now I'm going to water it in. Okay, so I got me a stake. I got a label, and this is called a John's elderberry. The only other one that I saw that they had was a Adams elderberry, so I decided to get the John's. What I just basically wanted was another variety to pollinate the ones that I already have. So I'm just gonna zip tie this to stake so that it don't go anywhere. And I'm gonna saturate this really good. I want this really good and saturated, and I'll be keeping it nice and moist so that those roots can go ahead and take hold in the soil, and hopefully I'll be getting some leaves soon, and then hopefully it will flower and I will be able to start, maybe later on in the season, start having some fruit. Because you all will be surprised how fast these plants grow. So here is a look at the elderberry that I planted in the previous video. Okay, here's plant number 1, and here's plant number 2. They may be going through a little transplant shock, but I think that they're going to be fine. Okay, give you all a glimpse of what the peaches are looking like on the peach tree. And I cut this corn way back about a week ago, and it has already grown back. And the sunflowers are opening up on the homestead, and so have the marigolds. Okay, I got a good note to report on one of the bare root plants. This is the bare root PG hydrangea. And I am going to cut the tops off of these onions, but they have started bulbing up real nicely. I got the irrigation set up to these plants over here. Purple Brussels sprouts right here. These are curly mustard greens. These are some of the strawberries that were in the strawberry basket that I planted a few days ago. And it has already got strawberries on it. Something has been taking a bite out of it. No, okay, it's not. I thought it was a bite off of it. It's just not. It just haven't turned red on this side. Okay, next I want to show you all some of the plants that I purchased today. The first one is a rhododendron. And rhododendrons and azaleas are related. These are very popular plants in the South. All azaleas are rhododendrons, but not all rhododendrons are azaleas. And one important thing to remember about rhododendrons and azaleas is that they are toxic. So they are toxic to animals and to humans. The next plant that I got is a forsythia. And forsythia is going to add a lot of interest to your garden because of the color. It will change into this bright golden color. And the forsythia blooms from early to mid-spring. So this is going to give your garden some interest in times when you may not have a lot of things blooming in your garden. And I was able to get this one on clearance for $4. The next one is a flowering almond. And I was able to get it on clearance also. And this is what it looks like. Then I was also able to get an abelia. And this is what it looks like. And this is what the blooms will look like on the abelia. And then I picked up some of my favorites. And these are clematis. And I wanted some. I have a space that I'm going to be putting these next to my garage, and we would pot these up in a couple of days, and I will take you all along with me when I decorate these and put them on a trellis. These clematis are climbers, so remember, if you need something in your garden for some interest and climb on a trellis, clematis is a great plant for climbing. And the clematis come in a variety of colors. And in my previous video, I was telling you all about the ranunculus, and that I had been wanting to find some ranunculus, and I could not find them at my local Family Dollar Tree. And Shay at ShaysUrbanEdibles said she was in her store and she found some. And while she was there, she picked up some for me too. Thank you, Shay. Shay at ShaysUrbanEdibles. I am so excited and so happy for these ranunculus. These are one of my favorites. And so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pot these up right now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna plant our ranunculus bulbs in this container. I have something right here in this container. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna leave it in there because I pulled up so many plants. Most of the plants that I pull up yearly because I forget what they look like are the ground cherries, the tomatillos, and eggplants. I mistake them for weeds and I pull them up. So I decided this year, if it don't just look like a blade of grass or a weed for sure, I'm gonna leave it. So I'm gonna leave this and I'm gonna see maybe it's something that I planted and reseeded itself. But ranunculus are bulbs that will come back yearly in zones 8 to 11. Zone 7 and below will be used like annuals. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add some of my mixture of blood meal, bone meal, and plant tone. I'm gonna work my soil up a little bit. These ranunculus bulbs are small. They do not need to be planted very deep in the soil. I'll show you what the little bulbs look like. Okay, so this is what the ranunculus corms look like. And you see this claw looking part of it at the top? That part is going to be pointed down. So this is how we're going to plant them. And I'm just going to make a little hole and stick them with the pointy side down in the soil. And I'm covering them right back up as I stick them in. And I'm gonna plant them all in this container because I like my plants to start looking full when they first start. So I'm turning it like this and putting it under the soil. Yeah, we are so excited out here because we are getting the rabbits settled in to their new home. And it is very exciting. Okay, I got one more. Making sure that they are all covered. And now I'm going to water them in. Okay, so I already have my label in. And my corms are all planted and watered. So I am so excited about having these ranunculus planted in the garden. Thank you again, Shay at ShaysUrbanEdibles. And she's got a YouTube channel, so y'all go over and check her out at ShaysUrbanEdibles. So I hope that y'all have enjoyed the video today and that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.